do have a bad faith. And the bad faith is, this is one of the little bits of news that I've been, somewhat aware of in the past few days, is, friend of the show, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is, she's a Republican congressman for Georgia. She's the QAnon congressman. And I guess it was reported that she just wrote some fucked up shit on Facebook, which this is one of those stories that it's like, I already knew that. I did not need the new story. I don't know why it's dropping at this point. I guess, because she's in Congress now and it's heating up. They're like, they're running the engine now and they're filling the committee seats and all that. And it came out. I'm not gonna read these verbatim. You can probably get that information on the deep web. But if I believe it's let's see what she said. She said that Jewish rays, weather rays, were responsible for California wildfire and some kind of.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay.
Jewish weather rays?
Jewish. Judaism.
I'm familiar.
Run by the Jews. It's like a Jewish conspiracy. To manipulate the weather using some kind of space ray, essentially, to spark the California wildfires. And this is done in order to clear away the land so that they could build this high-speed rail between Los Angeles and San Francisco. And
okay.
It's like, this was just old news to me. Everyone's like having a laugh about it. It's like, I remember that. I remember that happening. I remember reading this stuff like 2 years ago. And I have to remind myself, not everyone's brain is as polluted as mine with just the most deranged stuff on the internet. Like other people actively don't seek this out. But yeah, so I knew all about the weather ray thing. And it's not true to my knowledge because I don't think they actually want to build the high-speed rail. I mean, they're just doing a bad job of it. Like fire or no fire, like... I don't. Maybe they did the fire because they're like, we gotta get moving. We gotta get this thing off the ground. How do we?
Changing the weather seems a lot more efficient than being a snowbird. I don't know. Go to Florida every winter, so the theory disproven.
Let's see. She also harassed one of the Parkland parents. One of the parents of the kids who were murdered in the Parkland shooting.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just a thing that right-wing people do. I've known about that for a long time, too. Alex Jones does that shit all the time. I guess the other one was her, liking a Facebook post that was like, we should kill some Democratic members of Congress. Mm-hmm. There was something like that. Yeah, yeah. So that's the gist of this person. Like, he's a classic QAnon person. Which is, there is something endearing about it to have like a genuine maniac in Congress, No. It's because everyone's a fucking fraud and a panderer or phony and, like here's just some like real uncut lunatic stuff. Okay, you're not. Okay, fine. It's not. All right, it's not. All right, fine. Okay. Well, this is a bad faith. This is a bad faith, and she's bad. Okay, she's bad. I'm not defending her. I'm just saying it's it's wacky. It's a situation. I also have my personal view that like she gets paired with Lauren Boebert, who's the gun crazy from Colorado, and they're like, oh, these are both the two maniacs. No, I think Lauren Boebert is full of it. I think she's like definitely she's part of the conspiracies. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's you can try. She's on the outside.
She's sincerely off. Bat.
Yeah, Lauren Boebert knows she's operating the lasers for all we know. Like she's in there in the control room too. Like so she's just gonna say the crazy stuff to get the suckers to give her campaign donations. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's just in it for the love of the game. But that's not even the bad faith. So right now there's this pressure to get her kicked off her committee assignments, which is. That happened to Steve King, famous Nazi who was in Congress for a long time. Some Republicans have tried to deflect it by getting Ilhan Omar kicked off her committee seats and saying these are, that's the same thing. So rehashing the anti-Semitism allegations.
Yeah, I saw some of that play out, frustratingly so. And I'm wondering how it's compounded now. We're recording this not too long after, AOC gave this rather harrowing account of what happened the night of the insurrection on our Instagram Live. And that has kind of ginned up reinvigorated enthusiasm for having consequences. Impeachment hearings are next week. So all of this should continue to be an ongoing news story. But you're right to highlight the origin story of some of these bad faith actors because it's pretty extreme.
Yeah, I also, I know what Lauren Boebert, she's just a small business asshole. Like who markets to the right wing crowd. I don't know what Marjorie Taylor Greene's job is, like what she was doing for Congress, other than reading QAnon stuff. So I mean, again, I'm not trying to defend her, but we have a poster in Congress, a fellow user of the internet, and there's no, the bad faith is that false equivalency between her and Ilhan Omar. There was just no equivalent of Marjorie Taylor Greene on the left. That's how imbalanced, the political spectrum is.
She and her husband she was vice president of her husband's construction company in Alpharetta, Georgia. And then she took up CrossFit and began to post on social media.
That's how it starts.
And to publish podcasts.
That's how it starts. Okay. Well, all right. First off, what, vice president of her husband's company? You'll wonder how you got that job. To the CrossFit, that's how it starts, because CrossFit is kind of like a cult, and they start screwing with your brain, your sense of reality. And it's like you just eventually you need harder stuff after CrossFit's not giving you the rush anymore. Then you gotta read QAnon stuff.
I mean that sounds like a trajectory that I've come dangerously close to. This is why I don't exercise.
There you go. You can
only do one. You have to choose.
I don't know. Are you saying if you were in Congress, you would be the left wing Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah, it's podcasting or exercise, and that's why there are no fit podcasters. It's just a slovenly, soft bunch.
Maybe not slovenly, but
okay.
I personally think personal delicacy is something of a virtue. I think we could all stand to be a little more delicate.